The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way down to the 26.
Come on now, let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready to break.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 14, Bengals 7.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Set. 180.
What we got? Check nickel. Watch the
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
9 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Ebron caught left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mayfield on play action. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 48 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Check safety, check safety. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get in there.
They're going to look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set. 90 Wolf.
Here we go, G. 198.
Big grip.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, foxtrot. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
It's now third down and long.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
65.
Nixon will try the right side. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Let's go.
2nd and 14. With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Point it right. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Real. Check Mike 57. Mike. Hey, Delta. Watch the slip.
Final play of the half. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On the set. Mike's by 4. Here we go. Check 43. Big Griffin.
Looking to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Alert, 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 alert. Line 51, line 51. Gotcha.
Here's Mayfield. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch. Regular. Hey, alert 33.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, alert. 50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Steelers first down.
Run. Here we go, D. New draw, Porter. Here I come again. King. 57's the mic.
Mayfield down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Kill. Check 52. Check 31.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a solid run down inside the 30. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 29.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Check. Lucky. Show it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Let's go.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Steelers.
180. 36. It's just me and you.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
Wide. Get wide. Spot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know his guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Hooking up here with a rookie from Washington, Drew Sample. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Topper!
It's Mixon on the counter. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6-6, pull it high. Shoot!
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
In order to play a really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check, 55, Mike.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
They get to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Set, 180.
Go. Go. Check, cross.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
We got 4. We got 4.
Regular.
51. Bring it. Bring it.
Point it right.
51.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Mayfield. Screen pass to Connor. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
51. Real. Mike 51. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 51.
Here's Mayfield. Ebron caught left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, exit.
51 the mic.
Mayfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go. Check.
Alert.
Check.
They'll try and run for it. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry. Alert.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Mayfield now from the 50. He gets this one to Johnson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pull it together.
Real.
Check 99.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go. King.
Watch the safety creep.
Now Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Mayfield. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's second and goal at the 6-yard line.
So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that